Hi, my name is Ben Akuoko, and I reside in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. And I would like to thank the folks at Bold Blind Beauty for giving me this opportunity of being Men in Motion. With my journey, I am an individual who lives with the eye condition of retinitis pigmentosa. I was diagnosed it at 2 years old. It affects at first your night vision, your peripheral vision, and then the photoreceptors. As you get older, you begin to gradually lose your vision. Right now, I am a white cane user as well as a screen reader user. I'm also an individual who is of Ghanaian descent. My parents are both from West Africa, and I'm also a registered social worker. With my journey of being a person with low vision, as a young person, I would not identify with having low vision. So because of my culture, it was hiding my low vision. So I was able to pass, which means that I was able to be someone who looked like they didn't have low vision. I played a lot of sports. I used to love playing basketball. I was a runner. Actually, I still am a runner. And I did Olympic wrestling. And I love to play video games. So I did a lot of visual things as a young person. I didn't realize that I even had low vision. So I realized that I had low vision was grade 3 when I couldn't see the board. And I didn't get it because before I thought that every other kid couldn't see the board either. Like that's the range of what you can see. But as I started to realize, they would taught me Braille, they taught me how to use a cane, and it just started becoming reality that I had vision issues. So I realized that I was different. Growing up, I was not good at school. I didn't want to use technology, so I was a DC student. I just wouldn't apply myself. I was also embarrassed of being a person who needed to have large prints or needed to use magnifiers. So I would do my best to hide my disability. I wanted to fit in, and I felt that I didn't see other Black men who identified with having a disability. So as I got older, I started to get into working out and making music. I make hip hop and R&B music. This was my outlet to get all my frustrations out, and this was where I got to be creative. In grade 10, I turned to working out. I was at the gym every day during lunch, and I also turned to doing track and field. When it came to my education, especially being a CD student, I did post-secondary school, so I got into the field of social work. And I remember at first I was like, this is not the field for me. Like, me as a Black dude doing social work, isn't that only for women? And after 3 months of doing it, I fell in love with it because I had the ability to help people, and then at the same time, it's so many different sectors that you could take part in. So I got my social service work diploma, and then years after that, followed by my bachelor's of social work, and then finally I got the trifecta and I got my master's of social work, which was such a big accomplishment because, to be honest, I never thought I'd ever make it to that level. Growing up, I always wanted to work with youth. I always wanted to educate individuals as well. So I definitely have a great job where I'm able to help youth with low vision and their families, as well as educate everybody about how we should be inclusive. I love to have fun. I do stand-up comedy, which I just got into a few years ago. And then also I love to travel. And I want people to know out there that even if you're a person who has low vision and blindness, that you're still able to travel and you're still able to enjoy outside of your comfort zone. So I've been to places like Asia, Africa, South America, and I'm looking to go to more places and travel independently. I also love physical fitness. I ran half a marathon last year. It's just like life, where you have to keep going and you have to accomplish your goals. So I have done dance classes, and I feel like it's so good for your soul to enjoy and to meet people. Something that I'm very proud of is my side business of the Brightside Scope. With the Brightside Scope, I'm able to incorporate all my skills and all my interests into one place. Growing up, I never felt that I was able to find my place. I never saw role models who looked like me or people who identified and had the same interests as me. So I always felt like both my identities would clash. With the Brightside Scope, I'm able to bring both my identities. My love for entertainment, I'm able to bring acting, and then my love of public speaking and educating. I'm able to go into classrooms, post-secondary schools, and organizations to educate, to show how we should incorporate different people's identities. I also do podcasting, which I'm able to spread awareness about low vision and blindness and giving a different point of view to everyday topics. So I'm so proud of where this business is going, and I'm so proud to continue to educate other people about a different point of view and letting other people have the opportunities to bring their identities to everyday life. It has been such an amazing journey to really find myself. I remember as a young person, I refused to use a cane. I refused to identify as an individual who lived with low vision because I was scared. But with the motivation from others and going through my career as a social worker and just seeing other people navigate through life, I was able to learn that I should be proud of who I am and proud of both my identities. Once upon a time, it was a 15-year-old boy who didn't know where his life would be going, and there was fear of going blind and fear of losing his independence. And I want to go back. I wish I had a time machine, and I want to go to that young man and say everything turned out amazingly and everything turned out great. So I hope for today, from my story, that you're able to start your journey on how to accept yourself.